Right, I'm back again for Friday. I've found us a doozy. Hold on tight for a super fast ride and some really very, 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 very extremely slim tenuous links. So we're going to jump in with the lefty-in-chief, the eponymous James O'Brien. Right, let's go. Come on, what you got to say?
Dollars worth of drugs sold anonymously on the platform that he had set up, an online illegal drug marketplace. Sentenced to life, that's been commuted. Trump phoned his mother personally to tell him he was going to be released.
Oh.
So that's the attitude he takes to people who run and own illegal platforms.
I see, okay.
Where you and your children can buy drugs and launder money.
Right,
I don't know what
X?
the score was with regards to getting hold of weapons.
Oh.
But it was on Amazon
Oh.
that the Southport killer bought his knife.
Oh.
Amazon, of course, is owned by Jeff Bezos.
Right.
Jeff Bezos was sitting in the row behind Donald Trump
Yes.
at the latter's inauguration.
Right.
Sitting in front of the cabinet.
Oh.
That's not an accident. That's
That's not an accident that something or other to do with Amazon and Jeff Bezos and somebody bought a knife from Amazon. Right. I warned you about the tenuous links, didn't I, darlings? I did warn you. I said, get ready, grasp everything. Oh, my darling. So the guy that did the terror event in Southport bought something off Amazon, yes, and Jeffrey Bezos, who owns Amazon, was sat with Musk and Trump at the inauguration. So it's obviously Jeff Bezos' fault and probably Trump's. And, well, it's evidently is Musk's as well. Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. I get you.
That's absolutely deliberate to point out that the billionaires, the people whose qualifications for the role...
I'll tell you what annoys me most about this man. It's the same as what annoys me about Sadiq Khan, the mayor. Supercilious is the word that comes to mind. He's just so supercilious. How the hell can you draw some sort of conclusion about somebody that bought something off Amazon and committed an atrocity in the UK has got something to do with Jeffrey Bezos because he was sat on stage with Mr. Bump?
Their bank balance and their what's the sycophancy? The bank balance and their sycophancy is what gets them into that row. You could have a huge bank balance, but you're not going to be there if you're not sycophantic. You could be massively sycophantic, but you're not going to get there if you haven't got a huge bank balance. Guess which British politician who routinely claims to have the ear of Donald Trump and to have a special inside track to possess the ability to act as a special envoy between London and Washington.
Mr. Flange.
Even
definitely Mr.
get
Flange.
into the room where it happens, much to his own humiliation. I'll leave that
he
one
wasn't let
hanging
in,
for
mate.
a while. So it's corporatism. And on the subject of corporatism, when we were talking about Elon Musk...
Right, stop, because Mr. Flange is worth a few quid, do you get me? In the zillions, the millions. Yes, not zillions, but millions, you know. So, but he didn't get in because something or other, so he had to stand outside, and there is some conclusion. But the fact he's brought Flange in to it, so he's obviously in the same pile as Musk and Bezos and Mr. Dump.
Yesterday, and this hilarious attempt to pretend or to claim that it wasn't really a Nazi salute, it was a Roman salute. We mentioned Benito Mussolini.
Right.
I'll mention him again today because he said fascism should more appropriately be called corporatism because it is a merger of state and corporate.
Oh my God, it's literally the dictionary definition of fascism, darlings. God's sake, this man is so annoying. This is why the lefties shouldn't be allowed near books, because they can't read them properly or whatever it is they do. Crikey. Yes.
Anthony Scaramucci, who of course was very briefly in Trump's last administration, points out that there was symbolism to the family being in the front row at the inauguration, the billionaires in the second row, and cabinet in the third row.
Oh, so he's got it all nailed, hasn't he? He's got it all nailed. I mean, how pernickety do you have to be before you start like, oh, well, they're in the front row, the family. Then all the rich people were in the second row, and then somebody else was in the third row. So that definitely means that it's all their fault that happened in Southport.
The message is there, he said, to corporate America and the global society.
Yes.
Take a bended knee to me.
Right.
So, the man who owns the platform where the Southport killer bought his knife was sitting in that row behind Donald Trump's family.
Oh, I see.
The men who, or the man who owns the platform that still hosts and holds the footage that the Southport killer looked before he set off to that Taylor Swift dance class. He was not just sitting in the row directly behind Donald Trump. He is the guy that got on stage and did the Nazi salutes. Elon Musk has so far failed to remove a violent terrorist video from his platform, which was what...
Oh, I don't care. I've given up the will to bleed and live. Listen, there's no link. He could equally have gone into his mum's kitchen, opened a cutlery drawer and took out something from there. I'm sorry if you can hear something in the background. My grandson's just come in. He's chatting away.
Axel Riddick
to his friends.
In the hour before he made his way to that Taylor Swift-themed dance class in Southport in July of last year.
Rebecca Cabana was chatting to Jeff Bezos or something or other to do with the inauguration just before he did that last year. It's amazing. Yeah. I'm lost.
It was filmed in Sydney.
Have you been on the edibles, darling? Have you imbibed some fungi? Something's going on here. I don't get it. How? Oh my God, you've got to be so desperate, haven't you, before you can make a link between something somebody bought off Amazon that then went on and used it to do... You know, everything could be a weapon. Yeah, I've got a rolling pin that I use to roll pastry and other stuff. I usually use it to beat steak, to be honest. You know, like you do, ladies. That could equally be a weapon. Anything could be a weapon. I mean, when you're a hammer, anything's a nail, isn't it? Yes, it is, really. And I would say that day, that complete... Well, he's a demon. He wasn't mentally ill, he was just a demon. He did what he did because of his belief systems, and I don't care whether he's groomed or gaslit. Whatever he did it. So, yeah, it is the way it is. And trying to link Bezos... Sorry, my grandson's here. We're doing sign language. Say hello to the YouTube people.
Hello there.
He's been playing football. He's come in from head to toe, muddy. Anyway, yeah, come on. God's sake, James, I've got things to do.
It shows the Assyrian bishop, Mari Emmanuel, being attacked as he speaks at the altar by a 16-year-old, later charged with committing a terrorist act.
Right.
He is, and this is pretty grisly, if you want to turn me down briefly.
Well, I'd like to turn you down forever.
He was stabbed in his face and his eye.
Yes. Well, when you said Syrian bishop, you know, Syria isn't really a place where you'd find a bishop. They're in the minority, and then you can probably work out what happened there. And is that to do with Jeffrey Bezos as well? I had a delivery today, you know. I did, from Jeffrey Bezos. Yes, it's a cardboard box. I know not what's in it, but I'm sure when I do find out what's in it, I'm going to use the cardboard box to beat myself over the head for having to listen to this bleeding old hooey. Anyway, oh, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm over now. I can't listen to this menace. He's an absolute idiot. Oh, so he bought a knife off of Amazon back in August, did something bad with it, and now Jeffrey Bezos suddenly got the cheek to go and sit on the inauguration. He wasn't in the first row, he was in the second row. He was with all the other technocrats in the second row behind Donald Trump. It's all his fault, you see. They're encouraging young kids to go and do things and something or other. Oh my God, these people. If you really want to hurt somebody, anything's a weapon, really, isn't it? You know? I was once beaten up with a packet of spaghetti, and that hurt. Trust me, you know the long ones, not a little one. The Buitoni. Yes, I was given a damn good thrashing with one of them many moons ago. And it wasn't by a nun either, no it wasn't. But yeah, I was beating the living granny out of that. That bloody hurt. It was like being beaten with the whip. Cat o' nine tails, that's the one I'm looking for. Not a horse whip, the other one. Cat o' nine tails, yeah, it was like that. Jeez, did that hurt. So, you know... Oh, I've had enough. Right, anyway, wherever you are, have a great Friday evening or Saturday morning, wherever you are. If I say wherever you are one more time, I'm literally going to have to go and boil my head. Bye-bye now.